know the roots of the equation z cubed plus 4z squared plus kz plus 8 is equals to 0 is -1 plus j root 3. Determine the value of k and other roots. How do we determine the value of the unknown and other roots? So the first thing is to change this equation in the form of x and y. So the complex number z can be written in the form x plus y, yj. So anywhere you see z, you put x plus y, yj. So we have z cubed, meaning x plus yj cubed, then plus 4z squared, meaning 4 plus x plus yj squared, then plus kz, meaning k into x plus yj, then plus 8 is equals to 0. So we've gotten rid of z. We've substituted the value of z. Z is x plus yj. So that is the first step. You substitute the value of z, which is in the form x plus yj. Are we together? Having done that, you expand each and every term using binomial expansion, isn't it? Using binomial. Now, if we expand this using binomial expansion, the coefficient of the first term in a binomial expansion when the power is 3 is what? Is 1, isn't it? Then we have our x is raised to power 3, our yj is raised to power 0, isn't it? Then you go to the second term when the power is 3, the coefficient of the second term when the power is 3 is 3, isn't it? Are we together? Then we now have our x is raised to power 2, then it means yj is going to be raised to power 1. Are we together? We are expanding it using binomial, okay? Then you move to the third term, when it is raised to power 3, the coefficient of the third term is 3, isn't it? Are we together? And now our x is raised to power 1, our yj is now raised to power 2. Then you move the next, the coefficient of the last term when the power is 3 is 1, isn't it? Then our x is raised to power 0 and our yj is raised to power 3. So when x is now raised to power 0, it means we've reached the end of that expansion. Are we together? Okay, so we are done with the first part. Then it is plus 4. It is plus 4 into x plus yj squared, binomial. When the power is 2, the first coefficient of a binomial when the power is 2 is 1, isn't it? Isn't it? Then our x is raised to power 2, our yj is raised to power 0, isn't it? Then you move again, the coefficient of the second term when the power is 2 is 2, isn't it? Are we together? Then our x is raised to power 1, our jy is also raised to power 1, isn't it? Then the third term when the power is 2 is 1, isn't it? Then our x is raised to power 0, our yj is raised to power 2. So once x is raised to power 0, you reach the end of that expansion, isn't it? Are we together? You've expanded that, then it is plus k into x plus yj, then plus 8 is equals to 0. Ladies and gentlemen, now what is this 0? Because we want to separate the real terms and the imaginary terms of the unknown, isn't it? Meaning this 0 is the same as saying 0 plus 0j. 0 plus 0j is 0, isn't it? So that we equate real term with real and imaginary term with imaginary. Are we together? So start with the real term on the left hand side of the equation. Any term without j is a real term, isn't it? Any term without j is a real term. So start. I have the first term here. Anything raised to power 0, yj raised to power 0 is 1. You dealt with that. Then x raised to power 0 is 1. So start. Any term without j is real. So here we have x cubed. So it means x cubed is real. We are collecting real terms. Whatever you've collected, you cancel out so that you don't repeat, isn't it? X cubed is real. We've collected that. The next one without j is this, j squared. Are you seeing j squared? J squared is -1, isn't it? So we are going to have -3xy. Are we together? -1 times 3 is negative, positive 3 is -3, isn't it? Are we together? So we have -3x raised to power 1, y raised to power 2. Serious? So we have -3. We have -3x, then y is raised to power 2. We are done with that. The last term there, we have j is raised to power 3. That is not real. Are we together? We are done there. Which one? Y raised to power 2. Good. So we have minus 3x y raised to power 2. Now go. We are done with the real term. Go to this bracket. Take 4 inside the bracket. 4 multiplies everything inside the bracket, isn't it? 4 times 1 you get. 4 multiplies everything inside you get 4. 4 times 2 you get 8. 4 times 1 you get 4. So you get rid of the coefficient. Now you can correct the real term, isn't it? Anything raised to power 0 is 1. Anything raised to power 0 is 1. Are we together? So start collecting the terms there. This is 4x squared. Does not have a j, so it is real, isn't it? So plus 4x squared. We've collected that. We cancel it out. This is j raised to power 1. It has j. It is not real, isn't it? This one is real. The last term there is real because it doesn't have j. J squared is negative 1, isn't it? So negative 1 times 4, you get negative 4, isn't it? Negative 4, then our y is raised to power 2. Are we together? You are seeing it is y squared, isn't it? So it is negative 4y squared. We are done with that. You go to the last one. Take k. K multiplies everything inside the bracket, isn't it? So k times x, you get kx. K times that, you get plus kyj. Are we together? Then you start. Any term without j, meaning kx does not have j. So it is plus kx. That is real. You've collected kx, you are done, you cancel out. Then plus 8 is also real. You've collected that. It does not have j. Then plus 8 is equals to 0. So you've collected all real terms of their own. Now we go to imaginary terms with j, isn't it? We put the terms with j on their own, isn't it? So start with the first one. The first bracket there we have j raised to power 1, isn't it? So here we have 3x squared j, 3x squared yj. Are we together? So this one is 3x squared yj. That is a term with j. You collected it, you cancel it out, isn't it? Then you move to the next one, j raised to power 3. That is negative j, because j raised to power 3 is j times j squared. J squared is negative 1, isn't it? So j raised to power 3 is negative j. Then we have also y is also raised to power 3. Are we together? So this is negative j y cube, isn't it? So you collect negative j y cube. You are done with that. Move to the next one. 8 x raised to power 1, j raised to power 1. So it means we are going to have plus 8x yj, isn't it? We are having plus 8x yj. You are done with that? So we've collected everything in the second bracket, isn't it? Move to the next one. We have plus kyj, isn't it? Plus kyj, you've collected that. Then all of that is equal to 0j. So it means j is common all through. So we can divide both sides of the equation with j, isn't it? To get rid of the j. So j goes. Then we end up with a second equation. So you see, we found two simultaneous equations, isn't it? We've been told one of the roots is what? One of the roots is negative 1 plus j root 3. Remember, this is in the form x plus yj, isn't it? Meaning they have given you one of the solutions. Meaning from here you can see x is equals to negative 1 and y is equals to root 3. Have you seen that? Because one of the solutions is negative 1 plus j root 3, but this is in the form x plus yj. Meaning you can extract the x value from that and the y value, isn't it? So it means from this x is negative 1 and y is root 3. So you can put the value of x and y in any of the two equations to get the value of k, isn't it? Are you seeing that? Are we together? Meaning where there is x, you put negative 1, where there is y, you put root 3 for you to get the value of unknown, isn't it? Are we together? So start. We use this second equation because that second equation you can see y is a common factor all through. Are you seeing that second equation? Y is a common factor all through. So if you factorize y outside in the second equation, we have y into 3x squared minus y squared plus 8x plus k is equals to 0. Meaning y is a common factor, you factorize y out, isn't it? So from this second equation, what do you see? In terms of root, it means either y is equals to 0 or 3x squared minus y squared plus 8x plus k is equals to 0. So either y is equals to 0 or the second term is equal to 0. That is why you are getting a product of 0, isn't it? It means either one of the terms is 0. Are we together? Now from here, you can now see this one as simplified further and easily get to the value of k, isn't it? Where there is x, you put -1. Where there is y, you put root 3. So we are going to have 3 into x squared into -1 squared minus y squared minus root 3 squared plus 8 into the value of x, 8 into -1 plus k is equals to 0. So simplify. -1 squared is 1, isn't it? 1 times 3 is 3. Then root 3 squared, root goes with square, will remain with 3, isn't it? Isn't it? So that is minus 3. Then positive 8 times -1 is minus 8. Then plus k is equals to 0. So 3 minus 3 is 0, isn't it? So you remain with the -8 plus k is equal to 0. So that implies k is equals to 8. So you found the value of k. K is equals to 8. So you go back to your original equations, and where there is k, you put 8, isn't it? So that you will be able to get other roots, isn't it? Where there is k, you put 8. Are we together? So from this, can you put 8 where there is k? Where there is k, you put 8. Now, having done that, you are going to find other roots, isn't it? How do you get other roots? See, you use the solution in one equation in the other equation, isn't it? Are we together? Remember, we've used in this equation, we have equation 1 and equation 2. And from equation 2, we found that y is equals to 0 in equation 2, isn't it? So if y is equal to 0 in equation 2, we use this value of y in equation 1, not in the same equation 2, in the other equation when you are solving simultaneous equation by substitution, isn't it? So equation 2, we found y to be equal to 0. Meaning we use this value of y which is equal to 0, we substitute in equation 1 to get other values of x, isn't it? Are we together? So can you substitute y is equal to 0 in equation 1? Meaning in equation 1, where there is y, you put 0, isn't it? So where there is y, you put 0. So in equation 1, we are going to get x cubed minus the whole of this will go to 0, isn't it? So we are going to have x cubed, okay, minus 3x into 0 squared plus 4x squared minus 4 into 0 squared plus 8x plus 8 is equals to. Are you seeing that? Where there is y, you put 0. So what do we remain with there if you simplify? X cubed plus 4x squared plus 8x plus 8 is equals to 0. Are you seeing that? So when y is equal to 0, then it means x cubed plus 4x squared plus 8x plus 8 is equals to 0. Then you use algebra. If you use factor theorem, you can use factor theorem to determine other roots if they exist to be integers. If that does not exist, there are other methods in numerical methods, like the Newton-Raphson's method, where there is x, you put answer. So answer cube plus 4 answer squared plus 8 answer plus 8 is equals to 0. Feed that in the calculator. We want to see if there is any root that exists visit an integer. Then you now start with 1. Start asking 1. 1 is equals to 1. Then you replay the calculator, meaning the answer of 1 will be what? 21. 2 is equals to 2. Replay the calculator, the answer of 2 will be 48. 3 is equals to 3. Replay, the answer of 3 is 95. 4 is equals to 4. Replay, the answer of 4 is 168. 5 is equals to 5. Replay, the answer of 5 is that. Then you start again. Negative 1 is equals to, the answer of negative 1 is 3. Negative 2 is equals to, the answer of negative 2 is 0. Meaning negative 2 is a root. Very good. Negative 2 is a root. Are you seeing that? So when negative 2 is a root, it means x is equals to negative 2 implies what? When you bring negative 2 on this other side of the equation, we have x plus 2 is equal to 0. So it means x plus 2 is a factor. So you use polynomial division. So polynomial division, we now have x cubed plus 4x squared plus 8x plus 8. You divide by x plus 2. We want to see other rules. So here we multiply by x squared, so we'll get x squared plus 2x squared, isn't it? If you subtract 4x squared minus 2x squared, you get 2x squared, then plus 8x plus 8. Go on, ladies and the gentlemen and the ladies. So what do you have? Next, you multiply by 2x, isn't it? So plus 2x, so if you multiply 2x times x is 2x squared, 2x times 2 is 4x. So 2x squared goes minus 2x squared is 0, 8x minus 4x is 4x, then plus 8. Then next you multiply by 4. 4 times x, you get 4x, then 4 times 2 you get 8, 0. Meaning it is a root, that is why you are getting a 0. Are you seeing that? So we've reduced the equation to x plus 2 into x squared plus 2x plus 4 into that. So it means we can expand this. So what is x squared plus 2x plus 4? Meaning, this roots you can now use quadratic equation to see them, isn't it? You use quadratic formula. Use quadratic formula to get the other two roots here. So it means x will be negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Yeah, those are the roots. So we found one root, x is equal to negative 2 when y is 0. So in form of a complex number, it is x plus yj, meaning it is 2 plus 0j. So one of the roots is 2. So use those same method to get all the other roots. You can get the big degree of course. What have you found to be the values of x when you substitute in that quadratic formula? What have you found to be the value? It is not math there. You cannot fit that. Look here. Where there is b, look here. Let me now help you, gentlemen. Let me help you. Where there is b, put the value of b. b is 2, so it is negative 2, isn't it? Then b squared will mean 4, isn't it? Then 4 times AC, 4 times 1 times 4, 16, isn't it? 4 times 1 times 4, so that is 16. So 4 minus 16 is negative 12, isn't it? Over 2a, 2 times 1 over 2. So it means we have negative 2 plus or minus j root 12 over 2. Then you are saying math there. See, the square root of negative 1 is j. Ladies and gentlemen, one of you is a lady, the rest are gentlemen. So here we have, we have negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1, isn't it? Then plus or minus j root 3, that 2 is cancelling out, isn't it? Very attentive individual. That is what is expected. So we found here is negative 1 plus or minus root 3 j. So the first value of x1 we found here. So it means x2 is negative 1 plus root 3j, then x3 is negative 1 minus the first one. You block the negative, you take the positive sign in between, isn't it? Isn't it? The next one, you block the positive, you get negative 1, negative root 3j, isn't it? Then give me the first solution of z. Z is x plus yj. Remember, you are getting all these solutions of x when y is equal to 0, isn't it? So you start, solution of z is x plus yj. So z, the first value of x is 2 when y is 0. You get z is 2. Are we together? The next solution of z, x is negative 1 plus root 3j. Then that is the value of x. Then the value of y, it is plus 0j. Then you simplify. 0j is just 0, isn't it? So what do you get to z? Negative 1 plus root 3. Are we together? Yes. Move to the next value of z. This is z1, z2. Move to z3. X plus yj. Our x we found to be negative 1 minus root 3j. Then plus yj is 0j. Because y is 0, isn't it? If you simplify this, you get negative 1 minus root 3a. So which root were you given among the three? See, there's one of them was given. So you can see you were given negative 1 plus a root, meaning they gave you this one. So it means you found those two. Have you seen that? See there? You found the two. They gave you one. Those three are enough because the power of z was 3. Meaning there's a possibility of 3 roots exist in that equation, isn't it? The power of z was 3, meaning we have 3